In a noisy world full of shortcuts and promises of overnight success, we slow down to understand what truly builds a meaningful life. Welcome to the Wise Book Voice, where every page whispers a lesson, and every story changes how you see the world. Today, we uncover one of the most misunderstood forces shaping your future, your mind, and its complicated relationship with money. The Psychology of Money isn't a book about finance. It's a diagnosis, a mirror that reflects how your thoughts quietly sabotage your wealth. You can master every investment rule and memorize every financial formula, but if you don't understand the emotions behind your decisions, you'll keep making the same mistakes. Because money isn't logical, it's deeply psychological. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden mental traps that silently destroy your financial future and the mindset shifts that can free you from them one by one. Before we dive in, if you've ever wanted to feel in control of your finances but often end up overwhelmed or anxious, you're not alone. That's exactly why I created the Money Mastery System, an all-in-one Notion dashboard designed to help you manage your money the way wealthy people do. It's linked in the description. Check it out if you're ready to upgrade your financial mindset. Why do two people look at the same investment? One buys, one sells, and both believe they're right? Because they're not playing the same game. Morgan Housel puts it beautifully: people do crazy things with money, but no one is really crazy. Everyone carries a story that shapes how they see money. Someone who lost everything in the Great Depression might never invest again. Someone who got rich during a tech boom might chase risks others fear. Two people, same data, opposite choices, both shaped by memory, not math. Your view of money is a bubble built from your experiences, and that bubble still shapes almost everything you believe. We love to think success is earned and failure deserved. But money doesn't play by moral rules. Behind every triumph or tragedy lies a mix of effort, luck, and risk. Bill Gates was brilliant, yes, but also one in a million. He attended one of the few schools in the world with a computer in the 1970s, and that tiny stroke of luck changed his destiny. His best friend Kent Evans was equally brilliant, equally driven, but died in a mountaineering accident before graduation. Two lives, same potential, two opposite outcomes, both out of their control. You can do everything right and still lose. You can make mistakes and still win. So stay humble. Don't take all the credit when things go right, and don't take all the blame when they don't. Study patterns, not people, because luck fades but patterns endure. We love stories that make us feel good. The baker who won the lottery. The influencer who got rich from crypto. We don't see the millions who lost, only the one who made it. Because when a story feels good, we want it to be true. But desire isn't data. Crypto, NFTs, quick wins, they all sold the same dream. This time it's different. But it wasn't. Comfort is the most dangerous currency. It buys your trust before it steals your wealth. Always ask yourself, do I believe this because it's true, or because I want it to be? Spreadsheets don't panic, but you do. Numbers don't compare themselves to neighbors, but you do. Morgan Housel says, aiming to be mostly reasonable works better than trying to be coldly rational. Reasonable is sustainable. Because in real life, even the best strategy collapses if your emotions can't handle it. You don't lose money because you're dumb, you lose it because you're human. In a world that worships more, few ever stop to ask, why? Sam Bankman-Fried had billions, power, fame, admiration, and still risked everything for more. Because enough was never enough. Comparison kills gratitude. Napoleon envied Caesar. Caesar envied Alexander. Alexander envied Hercules, who wasn't even real. The higher you climb, the hungrier you get. But true freedom isn't about winning every game. It's about knowing when to stop playing. You buy a luxury car, a fancy watch, the dream house, and expect people to admire you. But they don't. They admire themselves in your reflection. That's the man in the car paradox. No one is impressed as much as you are. They're not thinking, wow, what a successful person. They're thinking, I want that car. If you're chasing admiration, money is a weak tool. Real respect comes from humility, kindness, and empathy, not price tags. Spending to show wealth is the fastest way to lose it. True wealth is invisible. It's the money you didn't spend, the stress you avoided, the peace you protected. Wealth isn't loud, it's quiet, steady, and free. Bad news feels smart. Doom sounds intelligent. But pessimism is just fear wearing a suit. Progress is slow, quiet, unseen, but it's there. So zoom out. See decades, not days. Real optimism isn't blind hope, it's resilient faith. You don't save just to buy something. You save to breathe, to say no when others can't, to walk away when something feels wrong. Morgan Housel writes, savings is the gap between your ego and your income. The smaller your ego, the larger your freedom. Investing isn't free. You pay for it with fear, patience, and the gut punch of watching your portfolio fall. That's the fee for wealth, not a fine. Those who stay long enough to pay the emotional price are the ones who win. Getting rich takes courage. Staying rich takes caution. The first is offense, the second is defense. Survival is the real secret because if you stay in the game long enough, compounding does the rest. Every plan looks perfect on paper until reality hits. The goal isn't perfection, it's endurance. Leave space for chaos, because safety isn't about control, it's about flexibility. Buffett didn't get rich fast, he got rich long. He earned average returns for an unusually long time, that's the secret. Not brilliance, but patience. A few rare moments shape everything, in life and in markets. So don't chase every win. Just stay in the game long enough to catch the rare ones that matter. The greatest dividend money pays is freedom over your time. Not luxury, but control, to wake up and say, I can do what I want, when I want, with who I want. That's real wealth. History doesn't repeat, it rhymes. But it's never a map. The future will always surprise you. The goal isn't prediction, it's preparation. Calm beats certainty, always. Who you are today isn't who you'll be 10 years from now. Your goals, your values, your dreams, they'll evolve. Build flexibility into your plans because rigidity creates regret and moderation creates peace. The fastest way to lose is to play someone else's game. Your journey is yours alone. Define your rules, tune out the noise, and remember, the score only matters if you're playing the same game. Money isn't just numbers on a screen. It's emotion, memory, and meaning intertwined. And when you understand that, you stop chasing more and start building better. If you found this video valuable, subscribe to the Wise Book Voice, where we explore timeless lessons from the world's greatest minds and books, so you can live not just smarter, but wiser.